What's good with you, YouTube? Antayami here, back with another video. And in today's video, if you are a White Forest player, let's rejoice because I got 3 replays to showcase for you guys. And again, if you guys already saw the thumbnail, I don't know why I like saying that now. We're using this package again, and I feel like it's worth it again because we're more board breaker cards. So let's go ahead and peep into these 3 replays and showcase the power level of the Eldlich cards, which is really fantastic. It actually worked a lot better than I expected. So let me show you guys these 3 replays and we'll go from there. All right, let's go ahead and hop into this. All right, so here we are going second here, and of course we open the Fua and the Book of Eclipse, and our hand is actually looking pretty strong here. So if you guys don't know what this card is, this is Delta of Invitation. So let me go ahead and mute my webcam here so you guys can see the full card here. So I will not, and he's going to run his combo here, which is fantastic. So he's doing this thing here, and he's just going to play into the Fua. He does not care. So at first I thought I was getting Paradise Smasher because technically this site has not updated the new ban list yet. So Paradise Smasher is completely legal, but I guess we are opting to not play it. And I think he is playing Exclusion at 1, which is fine. So he's going just crazy. He went for the Arc Rebellion card. So this tells me that he's obviously not playing the old format. He's playing the newer format, which is great. So that's good. So he's using this. I guess he's going to make this card really big, and it's hard to beat over. I'm not exactly sure why he's going for this, but it's weird. So I just get more draws off the Fua. My opponent is literally letting me play into the Fua. Really, he just gives me like 3 draws. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm a board breaker deck. I like cards in my hand. Let's keep it going, right? So he ends on Valon, Ripper, Arc, and he didn't set the continuous or the quick play trap or trap spell. So I'm assuming he's like side decking it or something, or some people do side deck it, some people main deck it, or don't play it at all. So yeah, but this is at 86, can be destroyed by battle or card effects. Or just can't be destroyed by card effects. Chris Cowles here to tag out, Ripper to negate, and 5 Sky Blaster to Book of Moon. So my response here is we're gonna go ahead and fire the Book of Eclipse. It just deals with all the K9 shenanigans and is really strong because K9 is really good versus White Forest. So we're gonna go ahead and Book of Moon, all of that, Book of Eclipse. Then we're gonna go ahead and use our ace card here, our Delta of Invitation. Not only that is good going first, it's also really strong going second. So we're gonna use the effect to dub the Golden Lord here, and then Golden Lord is going to actually send the invitation. And funny enough, Golden Lord also procs your White Forest card. So I could have set like Tails, or I could have set like Woes, and then use Golden Lord's effect to add itself back to the hand to do more shenanigans. But I decided to go for this instead because even though I won't be able to go for the Verrouge of this line, I can't even speak right now, it's completely fine, right? So I went ahead and just added Goat Lord back to my hand and special summon it. I could also opt to not special summon Golden Lord, add back to Fill Spell, and then use that as like to out a free card or whatever. The Golden Lord package actually gives you a lot of flexibility, and it's actually a lot stronger than I thought it was. So I went ahead and special summon it, and then I want to go ahead and went for the Ezet, sending the Delta for free. And then we're going to summon Sylvie. It gets met with an Imperm here, which is an unknown card we didn't know about. And then we're going to go ahead and synchro for Arciella, and it's going to get met for another Imperm here. So I think here for a second, I'm like, I don't care if this gets Impermed. Who cares? Because I already have Azamina Ezet in hand, so I just let that resolve, negate it. And then we're going to set back our Tails here into the Incurrent problem, so I don't actually play into this one, but we still have this one live. Next we go Ezet going to the White Witch, and then we're just going to add back our Book of Eclipse here, and then we're going to search out our Deception. And then here we're going to go for the Falling Angel, which means that if you guys don't know what this card does, I'm going to go ahead and mute my camera here again. Yeah, just how cool this engine is. Also, them being level 10s is very important, which will come up here in the near future. So anyway, we're gonna go Deception, tributing the Golden Land fusion monster, and we're gonna add our Hollow. That's gonna trigger our fallen angel here to summoning. Oops, pause. Summoning our Mad Golden Lord. Now this is an old card, but I know a lot of people probably don't know what this card does, so I'll go over this card so it'll make more sense. Him being level 10 is also very important. Wink, wink. So we'll talk about that in the near future. And then now I go Hollow Chain Wanted, you know, the bread and butter here. And then we're going to go into the Saint Azamina, and we're just going to go ahead and just push for a heavy game here. And yeah, we're just going to clean up the board here. We're going to go for Wolf. And then he basically goes into Azuna here. And I'm like, okay, that's completely fine. And he tried to live, so he goes Lupus. I allow all this to resolve. And then when he goes Lupus effect, I just negate it with the Severa, which technically I should have negated the Azuna, but I just found this kind of funnier. So this is unoptimal, and we would have pushed for a game here, but I wanted to do this because I wanted to play more because I'm already cooking. So we negate that, and then we're gonna just bring it back with the Regina, which is really broken. And now we're just gonna attack into attacks into Ripper for a free 18, and then this is gonna attack into Triskalos for a free 100, and then this is gonna pierce for a 12. This is gonna be over the Lupus, so it's banished, so the Azuna becomes weaker. We're gonna beat over Triskalos for piercing damage again, and then we're gonna summon Vengeance, which is fine because this Mojina got crashed into the Azuna, and this card is not going to really come up anymore for the remaining of this duel. So we're going to summon Vengeance for a pop, and we also control the Libellas, so we can also summon from the extra deck if we need to. And we still got Black Witch in our hand, so we're going to use Wanted Draw. Not Wanted Draw. Did we want to draw? Yeah, we did Wanted Draw. Sending back to our Deception, and then we draw into a Sylvie, which doesn't do anything. And then I just send Wolf to the graveyard to summon Black Witch, and Black Witch is going to set up our Deception here. I'm sorry, our Betrayal, and we're going to set Eclipse and pass. And my opponent is trying to play for some reason and quickly scoops up that game. So that was game number 1. Let's go ahead and hop into game number 2. All right, guys, so this is going to be game number 2 here. I wanted to showcase this just to showcase it off, to show off the full match here. So let's go ahead and hop into it, right? So my opponent pretty much pops the frick off, and I don't know if he combos this correctly. I wasn't really paying too much attention to his combo. Maybe he was just playing it really safe and simple. So he go for just a Crystron line, no K9 or anything like that, just going straight into it. So makes the Affinity, starts to continue, or the Continuous Trap card, goes for Don Dragster, and goes from there. Next, I'm gonna try to break the board. So I start with Hollowed here. He negates it with Don Dragster. I go Golden Lord. It gets hit with the meanest Call by the Grave, which is insane. So it gets banished. And again, showing the synergy between Eldlich and the White Forest cards, it's going to reset itself back because it was used for an activated monster effect to send the Cyber Affinity, which it didn't happen. And so we're going to reset it back for extra spellage. Then after that, we're going to number summon Sylvie. It gets met with an Ash Blossom. It's like whatever. And then we go Ezet to try to play. He let that resolves and then goes for just the pop on the Sylvie, which is like GG's. I could have went Ezet Azamina to summon itself and then go into the whatchamacallit, the Azamina stuff, but it just wouldn't have mattered. It really wouldn't have mattered too much. All right, so now we're gonna move over to our game 3 here, which is amazing. So as we could tell, we opened Call by the Grave, which is like great versus Droll here, but we also opened Delta of the Invitation, which I'm glad I opened Eldlich cards all 3 games, which is fantastic to kind of showcase off this replay in this video. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the Delta of the Invitation, activate Dumping Golden Lord, and then we're gonna set Woes. and then use Golden Lure to summon itself out onto the field. And then Waltz is going to trigger to set itself back. And then we're going to use Delta to give ourselves a token. And the reason why that's important is because now we're going to go into the Fallen Angel, tributing the Golden Lord. And then we're going to turn both of those into the Flying Mary, which is really, really important. So let me talk about this card a little bit too, because this card is as much play, but it is what it is, right? This is the card in the combo that's going to help us beat Droll way more consistently, and is a great engine thing you could use for your deck. So that's really, really strong. So yes, and funny enough, that entire combo did not play into Droll, which is insane. That's the best part. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. So the next, we're just going to go Ezet, sending the Delta of Invitation to the graveyard, and then we're going to search our Sylvie, and then our opponent is going to hit us with the Droll and Lockburn, and we're just going to negate. Now, I did have Call by the Grave because now I can just like negate the Nib if he has Nib, but to just showcase what's going on here, we're just gonna do it like this, right? So we're gonna normal summon Sylvie, and we're gonna do our combo here, and I'm gonna go ahead and let it play out and just do the full combo here. Yeah, well, our hand was pretty filthy. I'm just not gonna lie, it's pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and go into our Dillabell's monster. We're gonna set Deception, and then we're gonna special summon that, use Deception, tributing our Sylvie, adding our Hollow. Hollow's gonna summon our Arcielago, searching our Wanted, and then we'll use our Hollow to shuffle back the Azamina, and then we're gonna go for this really insane sequence. I'm gonna hold the Dillabell's because we all know what that pretty much ends on, right? But here I wanted to go for something really special here. So I went Hollow, chained Simple Spoils of the White Forest, chain Wanted. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna resolve backwards, right? So I'm gonna search for Vengeance here. No, I searched for Black Witch because we didn't have Black Witch yet. Then Simple Spoils of the White Forest is gonna send our Dillabell's and Azamina Arcielago to summon our Saint, because Saint is really good versus Crystron, by the way. So that's good. Then our Hollow's gonna resolve, and we're gonna send these two to summon out our Mo Regina. Now you could also just send one and go into the Omni Negate, but same difference at this point, right? So we're gonna go into the Mo Regina, and then we're gonna use Saint Azamina to summon our Sylvia here for our extra Omni Negate, which is really good. So now we have two Omnis for our opponent's turn. And then we're gonna use Mo Regina's effect to bring back an illusion, which is gonna be our Dillabell's, which is fantastic. So we're gonna bring that back out the grave. And then we're going to use the Flying Mary in our Spell and Trap Zone to summon our Black Witch. And again, you can use this for any of your like Ezet or, you know, whatever. But I like to use this card last because if this card stays face up on the field, it could be more interruption on the crack badge. So it's really good. The Black Witch is going to set our Deception, or sorry, I keep saying Deception, our Betrayal. And we essentially have like 3 Omnis going on here, a Floodgate. This is not going to really do too much because I don't have a way to kind of like trigger it. But I guess you could use this and then chain this to pop 2. That can come up in some scenarios. But yeah, this is our inboard, and then we have this right here. We're going to set the Call by the Grave, and that is going to be our turn. Oh yeah, we're going to draw 1 card first. We're doing to thrust, set our Deception. And this is basically our inboard, so this is pretty much unbreakable in my personal opinion. So he goes K9. He just changed droplets because it's, you know, he just did it for fun because he knew he was cooked. And yeah, the game is pretty much over here. So yes, that is going to be the replays for this. The next video I will do, and I'll be recording it actually in real life once I build the deck here. I'll showcase the deck list, and I'll let you guys, you know, have your thoughts on how you guys like the engine so far. So all right guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.